Good afternoon, everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here today to share Edinburgh's China Ready updates and to launch the brand new Unpack China training toolkit at ETAG conference. The last 2 years has been some of the most challenging period of time for the tourism and hospitality sector. Every one of us have worked extremely hard to support tourism recovery, or in another word, to survive. You might want to ask, why are we talking about China now? China was the largest outbound tourism market in the world and Scotland's fastest growing tourism market pre-pandemic. Between 2009 and 2019, the average annual trips from China to Scotland increased by 630%. And the average total spend in Scotland increased by 1,000%. ETAG has launched Edinburgh's China Ready initiative in November 2015. It has proved to be a hugely successful initiative which connected Edinburgh with Chinese visitors in Scotland. Although there are still challenges around the inbound China market, but our Chinese visitors will come back and the market will bounce back quickly. Imagine yourself staying in the same country for over 2 years. The first thing you would do once international travel opens up is to get away from it all. Latest research also indicates that 53% of the Chinese high net worth individuals plan to increase their spend on travel in the next 3 years. And the China market is not just a market we need to prepare for. Don't forget that there is a large group of UK-based Chinese students and residents, which is an influential market that we can unlock immediately. However, it is also going to be an extremely competitive market as destinations around the world have been and will continue to make efforts to welcome Chinese visitors. We do need to stand out and we need to act now. Visit Scotland has recently announced a £670,000 investment in the Scotland is Calling campaign in the China market. Actions are also required from DMOs and businesses to promote the message that Scotland is ready to welcome Chinese visitors back again. Despite all the challenges, we have continued to inspire our prospective visitors through Edinburgh's Chinese social media campaign. While these other cities experienced a decrease in content, frequency, engagement, and volume, Edinburgh has remained, Edinburgh's Weibo and WeChat remain to be the best performed Chinese social media channels in Europe. Over the last 2 years, we have received countless sentiments from our followers that they miss the city dearly and that they can't wait to come back with their loved ones. I have also heard a story from some Chinese students that they would accept an offer from an Edinburgh University over a London university simply because the content and images they see from our channels. What they see from our Weibo and WeChat is that Edinburgh is a beautiful, romantic city with really friendly local people. And what we see from our followers is that they all have wonderful memories in the city and that they can't wait to come back. Our most important key to success is the joined-up partnership of the Chinese social media campaign. We have received huge support from all our partners from day one, and many of them are here today, which has laid a solid foundation for Edinburgh's China Ready initiative. Authenticity is part of our brand as we create all our contents in-house. Our success is also achieved through user-generated content and the emotional value we created between the city and our followers. While the Chinese visitors cannot physically be here at the moment, they are already doing research and planning for their trip in the near future. We have delivered a number of live stream sessions in the last 2 years in Edinburgh to stay in touch with our visitors. The most recent live stream was a live tour to the Johnny Walker Princess Street, which has generated over 143,000 views and over 3 million impressions. All these efforts have put Edinburgh and our partners in an exceptionally strong position in the tourism recovery from China. While we are keeping the momentum going and building up the foundation until our Chinese visitors come back, we are actively engaging with the UK-based Chinese student market. The reason is simple. They are the largest international student group in the UK after the EU. Within the 143,000 of the UK-based Chinese students, 12% of them are in Scotland. And the number of Chinese students in Scotland has more than doubled in the last 5 years. Here in Edinburgh, there are over 7,500 Chinese students currently staying in one of our universities, which is the University of Edinburgh. It could be your biggest opportunities and is right under your nose. Chinese students are highly active on social media, that they are your best source of word of mouth. Everything they share, from food and drink, visitor attractions, events, and outdoor activities, would inspire our prospective visitors in the future. There are nearly 10 million views under the hashtag Edinburgh on Little Red Book, which is the most popular lifestyle sharing social platform in China. And new contents about Edinburgh are created and posted by UK-based Chinese students and residents every day on this app. Chinese students also bring significant economic benefit to the city as they are the long-term visitors. Many of them would describe their life in Edinburgh as the most happiest time of their life. They come to Edinburgh from thousands of miles away, and they see Edinburgh as their home away from home. ETAG has been prioritizing the UK-based Chinese student market, following to the successful Chinese student campaign over the last 6 years, and the publication of the first ever Chinese student travel guidebook to Edinburgh in 2020. We have also delivered a number of Chinese student welcome events in Edinburgh, London, and Manchester. We have created dedicated WeChat groups to stay connected with them. And the benefits of engaging with Chinese students is huge. For example, 60% of the retail business in Johnson's of Elgin Edinburgh store are coming from Chinese students across the UK. Another important opportunity is the Chinese New Year Festival campaign, which promotes cultural exchange with local residents. Thanks to the generous support of the Confucius Institute at Heriot-Watt University, it is the 4th year of the Edinburgh Chinese New Year Festival, and it has gone from strength to strength. This year, we have delivered a very successful campaign with a series of great events and lots of business engagement across the city in a relatively quiet time of the year. Now you might ask, we know that China market is important, but is it difficult to get China ready? And my answer is no. And that's why I'm here today, and I'm delighted to introduce you to Unpack China, a brand new, essential video guide to Chinese visitors. Unpack China is a series of short films and resources to help Scotland's tourism and hospitality industries welcome Chinese visitors and explore opportunities with China. It is completely free and open to all. Simply visit www.unpackchina.com to watch the series. Unpack China is brought to you by ETAG in partnership with the Confucius Institute for Scotland in the University of Edinburgh, with support from Scottish Enterprise and Visit Scotland. We have created the series to be informative, practical, and fun. It will benefit everyone in the tourism and hospitality sector, from frontline staff to the management team, to help you understand and anticipate the needs and expectations of visitors from China. It would also be a great resource if you simply want to know more about China. Unpack China Training Toolkit is first of its kind in Scotland. And apart from topics around Chinese travelers, culture, holidays, etc., we have also invited 4 representatives from retail, hospitality, and accommodation, talking about their experiences and successes engaging the China market. We believe that the Unpack China Training Toolkit will help the industry getting ready for the inbound Chinese tourism market recovery, and we hope you enjoy watching the series. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has supported and contributed to the project. The Unpack China Training Toolkit was developed from scratch in the shadow of the pandemic. It has been an amazing journey working with a group of industry and cultural experts to create such a great training toolkit. Last but not least, if you are interested in the China market and the Unpack China Training Toolkit, please come to talk to me and colleagues from the Confucius Institute for Scotland at the exhibition stand during the break. Unpack China is also sponsoring the drinks reception today, which is generously supported by the Confucius Institute for Scotland. Thank you very much.